maybe early thoughts on these first few practices?
I think it's been really good. Obviously, we got a lot of guys back from last year, so we're adding stuff to our offense and obviously going over stuff that we know. But with the new guys, they're kind of getting acquainted quickly. So, trying to cut down on turnovers and everything like that. But I think today was much better than yesterday.
All the returners coming back, that's been a common theme that everybody's talked about. Do you feel that in how different just two practices feel compared to the first two last year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it doesn't feel like a training camp where everybody's trying to understand each other and understand a whole new offense, especially with our starting group. Like we come in, we have the same guys. So we're basically just adding to the stuff that we already knew, and what was considered a complex offense. It's probably a little more complex than it was last year, but I think guys are catching on quickly, and we already understand each other. So with the communication that we have while we're talking, and then nonverbal communication as well. So I think that's been a big thing for us. And then defensively, I think we've been a lot better. Obviously, we have referees out here, and we're trying to learn how to be physical, how to be physical on both ends of the ball. Obviously, blowing up DHOs, things like that, without committing fouls.
I know it's just day two, but the competitiveness compared to training camps in the past, is it different, another level?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I remember my second year's training camp because Dave had us running so much. I really don't remember the ones between those and last year, but I mean, it's been extremely competitive. No matter who we put out there, with our team, I feel like as far as depth, especially offensively, I feel like we have that. So it's been extremely challenging to get stops, but also because we're working on new things, it kind of gets sloppy at times. But that's what you expect going into the beginning of the season.
We know how well y'all get along, but how much do you bring out the best in each other, you think?
I think especially since we've known each other most guys have known each other for over a year now. It's kind of allowed guys to get on each other even more. So when there's a bad turnover or a lapse in defensive communication, guys are letting each other know. And like I said before, it's not getting taken personal, and you something said to you, you take it, you take the criticism, and then you fix it next time. And I think that's been great for us.
Is it too early to find where maybe some early strides have been made for your team, and what might those be?
I think it is early, but I think obviously where we want to take our biggest step is defensively, and I think guys now on that end are talking, communicating a lot more. I don't know if it's guys are a lot more comfortable being around each other, but I think these first 2 days have been really big in that department.
And how much physicality? Being like playoff league, like what you saw in the playoffs, and trying to draw that into the season more consistently. In your eyes, how does that look in the regular season?
Yeah, we always talk about that, always being what separates bad from good players, good from great players is just being able to be consistent throughout the entire season. And I think he's brought that from day one. And for him, I think that looks like just being locked in all the time. Always being ready. Obviously, we've talked about it in the past, he's someone who can come in and light up a room. And for him, just on the court, it's always being able to make plays, always being ready to shoot the ball, and just do whatever the team needs for us. And I think that's what he did throughout the season. Obviously, for him, he wants to do it a lot more consistently, and that's what we need out of him.
Now, how much physicality does JaVale bring to the team, and is that already showing up in practice?
Oh, it's for sure already showing up. He's a big guy just standing at the rim. He's such a shot blocking presence. Even if you don't think he's going to block the shot, there are times where he gets to the ball and you're looking like, how the hell did he had a Goldson today. It was crazy. And it was off of a second jump. Like, he jumped the first time. I think it might have been Sasha. He jumped the first time, and then Sasha tried to get it over him, and he caught it. It was crazy. It was a goaltend, but it was crazy. But his presence is definitely felt both physically and verbally.
Mike's talked about making some tweaks to the offense a little bit after last year. How do you think that can help the offense?
I think it kind of just allows the offense to continue to be free-flowing. I think there were times where we got a little bit stagnant trying to run some things, and they're kind of just trying to get that out. Obviously, we play so freely and so openly. We want to continue that with no matter what set that we're running.
De'Aaron, you got a lot of guys that are coming back, but the three guys that will probably be rotational, JaVale and Sasha and Chris, they all kind of, either Sasha being 28 as a rookie or JaVale playing with Mike before or Chris playing with Sabonis, they all have some ties. Does that help you guys fit them in?
Yeah, definitely, because, obviously when it's different when you're coming into the league as a rookie where you don't know anything. Sasha's played for so long. JaVale's been in the league for, I think he's in year 15 or 14, something like that. And Chris has played with Domas for many years, so it helps us because we're not starting from ground zero with those guys. They've been there, they've done that, so It's a lot easier for them to get acclimated. They're just learning a new offense, and defense is probably just different terminologies. It's not like you're learning a whole new thing.
Have you seen Keegan's offseason work showing in these first 2 days?
Yeah. Mike got on his ass today about pass up a shot, and I mean I think it's great for him. And I think as a team, I think we might have hit 4 threes right off of that. So. Yeah, I think the offseason work has definitely allowed him to be able to bring up the ball. Obviously, we have such a free-flowing offense; anybody can bring the ball up. I think last year he was a lot less comfortable handling the ball and someone pressuring him, and I think he's looked a lot different than he did last year.
Going back to yesterday, you were addressing the team in the huddle before JaVale did. Can you share a little bit of just what you were saying? Or?
Yeah, just talking about, I mean, yesterday was first day of training camp. Obviously, we're implementing different sets of offense. And then obviously you have some training camp guys and some new guys that are in some groups, and it was just getting a little sloppy at times. I think guys are playing hard. Obviously, you're going to have, fouls, trying to adjust to having referees on the floor, but it was really just talking about, trying to get the sloppiness out of the game. That was really a big thing.
Is Sasha going to be subject to rookie duties?
No. And it's funny. I said that. I was like, bro, he's 28. He's been playing professional ball for like 10 years already. So no, he's not. He's a rookie in the NBA, but he's not a rookie to being professional. So no, he's not. He doesn't get rookie duties.
That sloppiness that you talked about and you were trying to address, is that one of the bigger hurdles to get over in that opening week before that preseason schedule begins?
Yeah, definitely. That's probably one of the bigger things. I mean, we've had so many guys playing pickup this summer, so being in shape isn't one of the problems. A lot of guys come in with that problem, being in shape and trying to play their way in shape. So that's not a problem at all with this team. It's just obviously trying to learn some new things offensively and then try to instill different guys. So it definitely gets a little bit sloppy in that first week, for sure.
Darren, how big of a deal is it for you to have the full coaching staff, or for the most part, the full coaching staff back year in, year out?
Oh, it's great. I mean, not having that much movement, and obviously they have a tough job being coaches in the NBA, and then having to figure out rotations, what the offense looks like, what the defense looks like, and throwing in wrinkles there. But like I said, like offensively with them, they've had all summer. They've watched the film, and that's why they want to implement some things or throw in some different wrinkles. And I think it just makes us that much better, just being able to keep the nucleus of the team together while keeping the entire coaching staff as well.